Hello everyone. I will not be here this Wednesday and Friday. My daughter is having eye surgery in Salt Lake City, and I tried to figure out the best way to cover class. And probably the best thing I'm going to do is just have you not come to class because it's hard to have a substitute. But I do have some assignments for you, so please watch carefully. I will have you complete the same assignments that you had as far as story ideas. So let's take a peek at that. Over under the syllabus, we'll check out, we've got group assignments. For Wednesday, it was Kimberly, Tanner, and Melissa who had story ideas due. Please submit those on iLearn just like you normally would have. I'll review those and get back to you. I'll have access to the internet and I will give you some feedback this week. So make sure you get those in by the same due date as you would have. So that would be Wednesday at class time. On Friday was Mike, Sarah, and Gracie, group number 3 with your story ideas. Again, if you'd have those in on your due date on Friday, I'll review those and I will give you some feedback on those before we meet in class on Monday. Also, we'll check out under the syllabus, we've got the demo schedule. Scheduled for Wednesday was Nadine and Alex to give us a demo. I'm going to have you guys give us your demos on Monday along with Mike and Caitlin, who are scheduled for Monday for your multimedia demos, if you would. So be prepared for those on Monday. Let's check out our calendar, and in fact, we'll just go ahead and under the assignments. A couple other things we have due this week. We're going to start the first chapter of our new book, the Journalism Next book. Okay, I'd like you to keep up with the reading. What I'm going to do, I have not prepared them yet. Instead of our in-class quizzes, I will prepare an online quiz for you for both of those, and I'll have that up and ready for you and in the next day or two, and then you'll have until Monday to complete that so you can be up on chapter 3. So I'll put that up and I'll send you out an email when I have it done. I haven't had a chance to complete it yet because I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to do this. So be prepared, read through chapters 1 and 2. It will be an open book quiz with multiple choice questions, so as you read through you can answer the questions. Okay. Also on Friday is the online tutorial quiz that's due. Now, it should be pretty easy for you. If you've watched the tutorials, you're going to go through and take that quiz, and you should ace that, so it shouldn't be a big problem. Make sure you do that by Friday, though, and the quiz will close on Friday, so make sure you get that done. Okay. Other things due. On Friday is your second podcast. Please get in and get that second podcast done. As part of the second podcast, you need to have created your Podbean account and upload your podcast to Podbean. If you would, please put your URL, the web address to your Podbean account in the box when you submit it. So under the podcast menu, you go here in podcast number 2, view complete assignment. If you would, please put the web address to your podcast here along with your script so I can go and find it on Podbean. So that way I know that you've been able to upload it. And also please upload your MP3 for your podcast number 2 as well. Yeah, all of you who've completed your first podcast, I've already given you feedback and given you a score on that one, so this is number 2. There's a few of you who haven't completed your first podcast. Please do so as soon as possible so I can give you some credit for that. After the first assignment, then they have a late policy, which is not a good one, so make sure you get it in on time. But the first one, I give you some leeway on that one because we're learning. Same thing with the first package. We have a little bit of leeway on that one. Also, please get your interview in, those of you who haven't done that yet, and make sure you turn that in again under the assignments menu. Many of you have already done that under the packages, and please submit that there, and so I can have that. And if you would, please submit the web address or URL to your blog so I can go and check that and give you credit for that. Love to give you points, but you need to have the work done so I can give you those points. All right, let me double check. I think that's it. So we have under the assignments menu, here's our calendar for this week. Next week, we'll continue on, and you can look in the calendar for that. We'll have another podcast due, of course, next week. But number 2 is this Friday. And check the calendar for your story ideas for next week's group 4, 5, and 6. We'll have your story ideas due. And also, I'm going to be preparing another tutorial to help those of you who need some help on the basics of Final Cut Express, on the dynamics of how to do your workflow to create a package. And so don't stress too much on that, and I'll have a workshop next week if needs be for anyone who wants some additional help with Final Cut to get that first piece done. All right, that's going to do it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll have access to my computer and email, but I will be out of circulation a little bit on Wednesday for a pre-operation thing, and on Thursday when my daughter has some surgery, and then we're just going to stay with her there in Utah with her and come back on Sunday. So I hope you have a wonderful week, And please let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you soon.